Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, the 16th of August, and we are glad to present you our weekly analytical review of the foreign exchange market. Last week, the Euro/USD pair dropped to the lower border of the Murray trading range at the level of 1.1718, but could not break below it and climbed up to the central line of Bollinger Bands at 1.18. The breakout of this level will give the prospect of further growth to the levels of 1.19 and 1.1962. Otherwise, the price may resume its decline to the levels of 1.1718 and 1.1657. Technical indicators do not provide a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are reversing horizontally, a MACD histogram is reducing in the negative zone, and stochastic is directed upwards. This week, the continuation of the price decline seems more probable, but growth, if the level of 1.18 is broken out, cannot be completely ruled out. The GBP/USD pair dropped last week to 1.3793, which coincides with the Murray level of 2/8, but failed to consolidate below it and returned to 1.3855, supported by the central line of Bollinger Bands. If the price consolidates above it, growth to the levels of 1.3916 and 1.3977 will continue. The key level for the bears remains at 1.3793. Its breakdown will give a prospect of a decline to the levels of 1.3732 and 1.3672. Technical indicators generally indicate the possibility of a continued growth. Bollinger Bands and stochastic are reversing upwards, while the MACD histogram is at the zero level and its volumes are insignificant. This week, a continuation of the price growth looks more likely, but a beginning of a decline in case of a breakdown of 1.3793 cannot be completely ruled out. Last week, the USD/JPY pair climbed to the upper border of the ascending channel, but failed to consolidate above it and corrected downwards. The price is currently testing the level of 109.37 at the center of the Murray trading range. In case of its breakdown, the decline will continue to the levels of 108.98, 108.59. The key level for the bulls seems to be at 109.90, the central line of Bollinger Bands. Its breakout will give a prospect of a price return to the level of 110.54. Technical indicators generally signal about a continuation of the decline. A MACD histogram is increasing in the negative zone and stochastic is directed downwards. This week, the continuation of the price decline looks more likely. Last week, the AUD/USD pair was trading in the sideways corridor at 0.7385, 0.7324. Consolidating the price below its lower border will give a prospect of the further decline to the levels of 0.7263 and 0.72. If the level of 0.7385 and the upper line of Bollinger Bands are broken out, the growth may continue to the levels of 0.7446 and 0.7507. Technical indicators do not provide the clear signal. A MACD histogram is reducing in the negative zone and stochastic is reversing downwards. This week, a further decline in the price